So here's Miami's starting group. And Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the point. And for Atlanta, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Hunter in at the small forward.
Such a great all-around player.
You know, GA, a star who's also a glue guy. He takes the temperature of the team and gives it whatever it needs, whenever it's needed.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
A solid all-around player, Jimmy Butler understands the importance of sharing the ball with open guys.
Young outside. Passes it to Collins. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. Collins. And Collins is right there.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
Lowry with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
All sorts of time. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside Butler to the paint. Outside for Lowry. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. And now here comes Collins in the break. Here's Young. Another miss by Young. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Lowry. Shoots from 14. The kick outside to Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Here's Collins, and then Collins slams it in.
Dunk contest level jam. Collins looks like he's having fun out there.
Outside Robinson. Back to Lowry. Butler on the wing. Outside Lowry. Hunter against Butler. Kicks it to Tucker. Over Collins. Tucker can't get it to go. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Butler, no good. The Hawks leading by 5.
2 minutes.
Young outside. They get the rebound. Capella kicks to Young. In the corner, Collins with it. Capella trying to free himself up. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
The Heat trail by 7. Pass to Butler. Back to Lowry. To end the run. That's in. Coming off an assist from Adebayo.
Not many bigs have Bam Adebayo's vision. Just another reason this coaching staff trusts him with the ball.
Outside Collins. Here's Capella. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now Lowry. He dishes it to Butler. Driving in. Outside for Robinson. Back to Butler. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the three ball.
Great way to create driving lanes, which is what Butler wants to do.
Here's Young. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Wound up there for Bogdanovich.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Butler on the way. Out of bounds. It will go to the Hawks.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. Young against Oladipo. Young outside. Outside Bogdanovich. And Young with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position.
Nimble play there from Oladipo in the paint, navigating around the defense and getting that one to go.
Young pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. And Young kicks to Collins. It's tipped. Young dishes to Collins. Hunter, the pass to Young. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Young's got the lead, back up to 8 now for Atlanta.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After their trip to the NBA Finals in 2020, the Miami Heat is looking to get back to that championship round. Jimmy Butler says, we know what we're capable of. We want to get back to the finals. We can get back there. I like our chances against anybody, honestly. Nobody intimidates us. Kevin?
Great attitude. They've shown they can compete at the highest level, David. Thank you. And the Heat making a change here. Haslam's checked in. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Oladipo. Inside, Hunter. Unable to get that one. And it's Miami the other way. 3 on 3, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second personal foul.
That one on Collins. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. From deep three-point range, here's Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
Fantastic move by John Collins. If you give him an opening, he will attack off the bounce.
Oladipo finds Hero. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. There's the triple. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. See, back in 2002, you led the NBA in three-point shooting at over 47% a game. How would you have liked playing today?
I would have loved it, Kevin. The reason why I could have shot more threes. And with more threes, gives you more stats. And with more stats, gives you the bag.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. And there's the pass to Oladipo. Into the lane. He kicks to Haslam. Here's Tedman. Dishes to Haslam. That one a little long.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Now, here is Young. Launches a three. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Hero, no good. The Hawks leading by 5. It's stolen by Oladipo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. For the three. Hero, no good.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Drills the three-pointer.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And here is Hero. Following the three from Bogdan Bogdanovic. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Young against Oladipo. High post Young. This is it to Capella. Goes up the baseline. And it's Miami with the rebound. The feed now to Haslam. Stolen by Collins. In the corner, it's Hunter. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Hunter's got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
Superb communication between Hunter and his teammates.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Atlanta came ready to play. They showed great chemistry, going on a quick 10-3.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Bogdan Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the court for the Heat, Butler and Tucker up in the forward spots. Backcourt pair for them, it's Lowry and Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is Gallinari. Following the miss by Lou Williams. Herter, no good. The Heat trail by 10.
There's one place you can be sure to find Kevin Herter just about every day, and that's the film room. He studies the game in detail, trying to improve his own game and get insights into his opponents.
Yeah, there's just as much work you can do on the court as it is off the court. Kevin Herter knows that, and he's embraced the film work and analysis that it takes to become a great player.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Okongwu, it's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Robinson dishes to Tucker. No good with the triple. And it's Williams with the ball for Atlanta. And Gallinari kicks to Williams. And he's good on the 3 ball. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Heat trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. To the middle. Back to Herter. The Hawks working the ball around. Down low. Stolen by Tucker. Butler passes to Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The confidence Jimmy Butler brings to his game is infectious. It's obvious his attitude has a positive effect on his entire squad's play and pushes everyone to deliver their best effort. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's Herter, guarded by Robinson. Herter passes to Williams. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Herter's got his first bucket in this one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Kyle Lowry. Lowry against Williams. And the rejection by Lowry.
Flashing the veteran instincts on defense there. Lowry is crafty at using his size and IQ to swat shots away.
Now here's Lowry. He has 5. Back to Adebayo. To the paint. Here's Tucker. Outside for Robinson. A three-pointer, no good. The Hawks leading by 11. Pass to Okongwu. Now Reddish. Gallinari surveying the D. Inside. Williams for 3. And it's Williams again missing. Leaps for it. Now here is Robinson. D right on him. And Butler, here we go. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Put this guy in the dunk contest. Jimmy Butler is ready to win it all.
Williams with the ball. Butler covering. A shot by Reddish, no good. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Heat making a switch here. Akpala's checked in.
You know, this has become a knockdown shot for Bam Adebayo, the mid-range jumper.
Outside Williams. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him. Heat on D. They trail by 7. Williams passes to Herter.
And not having nearly the success from the field as they did in that first half.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good. Adebayo.
Man, you know, Bam Adebayo knows his role. Doesn't play outside of himself. And he's a quality teammate, too.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Young. 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. 4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Capella in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Back to Lowry. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Capella. 5 to shoot. Robinson for 3. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 14 points. Hunter trying to get open. Young, good. Young's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Hawks. Lowry with the ball, and he drives in, and the shot goes in.
In such control driving to the hoop. Lowry's a veteran. He's seen everything in this league.
And Young kicks to Collins. Back to Young. Unloads. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Butler. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
What a move by Jimmy Butler. Has the defense back on his heels. Pulls up on a dime.
And here's Young. It's up a 3. Again, Young missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
The Hawks leading by 5. Takes a 3. Traps in the tray.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Lowry against Young. Lowry dishes to Butler. This one for 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Bogdanovich. Young taking his time here. Robinson against Bogdanovich. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
The pass to Dedmon. Good ball movement here by Miami. Robinson with it. To the paint. Dedmon passes to Adebayo. Shoots over Capella. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Hawks leading by 8. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. And it's Capella missing. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Robinson misses. Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Young passes to Capella. Here's Hunter. He's guarded by Adebayo. Young against Robinson. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Collins. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Butler. Hunter with some nice defense. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Hawks.
I mean, a fantastic game for them in open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Pass to Butler. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Trying to get something going. Lowry passes to Adebayo. And the layup is good.
Bam is a pro at absorbing contact, especially when he's locked in on scoring.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw. It's the first, and that should put them up by 9. And so Young nails them both.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
And Adebayo throws it down.
We've seen that from Lowry for a long time. A fantastic passer of the basketball.
Young against Lowry. Young, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hunter on the wing, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
It's stolen by Adebayo. And so the Hawks take the win. Even early up. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, I love it, and I love that team. David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. And for Phoenix, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Now, here's Bridges. Oh, Ayton in position. And Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out here tonight?
Well, boy, Kevin, this is a classic low post strength-on-strength contest. And more in the modern NBA, that's the exception, not the rule.
Capella kicks to Young. They get it back. Goes back up. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And I love how aggressive Young is. Consistent at looking for his shot and at times using that mid-range to be effective.
Now here's Ayton. Paul looking around. And it's good for 2.
How about the ability to knife inside the defense? Chris Paul has been outstanding as a dribble driver his entire career.
Young pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. To the inside. 11 feet away. Young, no good. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And with Ayton, one area of his game that's always been elite, Doris, his work and rebound.
Yeah, there's no question. As good as advertised, he is a double-double machine. And think about it, he is not even at his prime yet. He has proven that you have got to get out and contest on the three-point shot. Chris Paul is always efficient from 3.
Now, here's Collins. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Collins.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Paul with the ball. 5 points in the game. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Young. It's good from about 19 feet. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Young against
2
Paul.
minutes remaining in the first.
Young with no one around. Again, the Hawks score.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Paul goes in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And you think about the legacy of Chris Paul. You can argue he's one of the best to ever play that position.
To be honest, I don't think it's an argument. I mean, this guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And, man, he makes shooting threes look effortless. Young's quick release from distance is especially lethal.
Pass to Booker. Here's the three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got 5 now.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Hunter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Booker. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ball against Young. Bobbed up there for Collins. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. 5 on the clock. Collins in the post. He's against Crowder. Young, right side. Another shot. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. He's got 11.
And that's just something that Young excels at. And boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball.
Here's Crowder. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Suns lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Suns, up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low.
Well, there's been a consistency to the perimeter game of Chris Paul. That jump shot as reliable as it gets.
Young looking it over. Nice shot from the wing. Young's got 13 points. And here are the Suns now. 4-point game. Booker finds Paul. Back to Booker. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Back to Young. Capella, the pass to Young. Rebound by the Suns.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Booker, and he uses the glass on the lane. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now, here is Young. 13 points in the game. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Now, here's Paul. 8 points for him. And Booker kicks to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Let's not forget, Jay Crowder is a former second-round draft pick. This guy has made his bones in the NBA by adding toughness to every team he's played on.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Now here's Williams. Here's Herder. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys,
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Reddish. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Herder. That three off the mark. Suns leading by 5. Shamet the pass to McGee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Onyeka Okongwu.
It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Second team.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Good on the second free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Now here's Williams. Payne covering. Williams kicks to Reddish. From outside, off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Payne with it. Williams picks him up. Payne passes to Johnson. McGee dishes to Kaminsky. Here's Payne. Back to Kaminsky. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Now Payne. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 41 seconds left here in the second, and the shot is good. And the Suns lead by 7.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Williams passes to Reddish. Gallinari against Kaminsky. From the line, Phoenix grabs the miss. And here is Shamet. Johnson with it. And stolen by Okongwu. Here's Reddish. Lays it up off the glass. Reddish has got his first basket.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. On the wings, Herder and Reddish. Okongwu is out there, Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point. Now, here's Bridges. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it out to Booker. Wide open. And it falls over the rim and in. And that's now 9 points for Devin Booker.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges, so willing to give it up to an open guy.
Molinari outside. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got his third basket of the night.
How about the focus of Lou Williams? Inside, able to finish. Nice.
Ball finds Booker. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8, just 5 to shoot. The feed to Okongwu. Here's Herter, and it's off from three-point range. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. They lead by 4. Pass to Booker. Kicks to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. For 3. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. And now a 6-point Phoenix lead.
And they continue to control the glass.
There's the pass to Reddish. Back to Williams. Reddish with the ball. He's against Bridges. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him.
2 minutes
and I believe he could be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Now here's Paul. 10 points for him. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks.
The Hawks trail by 4. Young dishes to Hunter. Outside Collins. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Collins. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Crowder. Ayton kicks to Booker. Pass to Crowder. Ball outside. Booker with it. Bridges outside. That's a 2 from Paul. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Ball against Young. In the corner, it's Capella. Will not go. This is off the front eye.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Collins, and it goes down 2 points. 8 points for DeAndre Ayton.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Young outside. Outside Collins. Inside. And stolen by Ayton. To the middle. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
A case in point of running the floor well in transition. Yet another way Booker can beat you.
Young outside. Over Ayton. The Hawks again can't hit. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
7 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Hall finds Bridges. Here's Ayton. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Suns leading by 8. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Young against Ayton. Fires from deep. Here's Capella. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Capella's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks. Ball against Young. Bridges, right side. Back to Paul. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Crowder, the pass to Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work, gets the most out of his teammates, and has done that wherever he's played.
As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone, and he's the engine to this whole operation.
Now, here's Hunter. Young outside. He takes it in. Can't get it to go. Now 6 or 12 from the floor.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Paul. Back to Booker. Paul outside. He feeds it to Ayton. It's stolen by Capella. Hunter on the wing. Young outside. Banked in off the glass.
A sneaky scorer in the lane. Young will give you a steady diet of floaters and off-balance shots that defenders just miss getting a piece of.
Now, here's Bridges. Now, here's Paul. Back to Bridges. He kicks it to Ayton. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Bogdanovich finds Capella. Back to Bogdanovich. From 10 feet out. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Capella against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And too long on the shot. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Young outside. The Hawks working the ball around. That one falls. Capella's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And what an important possession. Capella's been in that situation many times before, and he knows the drill.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. 1:29 left to play in the final quarter. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Here's Collins. Back to Young. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Booker outside. 55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Drives to the hoop. And the rejection by Collins. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Clock at 4. Here's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. Hunter for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Back to Young. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Here's Young.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And you can see Young's confidence and leadership growing each season. He knows he belongs, and now it's about contending for championship.
And Paul puts up a deep 3 off on that one. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Heat, on the wing, Robinson and Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Kyle Lowry. And it's Haslam in at the 4. And Grant, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Something you'd know a little bit about.
Well, you know, B.A., in my younger days, I might have caught a few guys, but maybe we'll see a few highlights tonight, too.
Down low. And Ayton with the stuff.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide-open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Lowry with it. Pass to Butler. Back to Lowry. To the wing on the left. Not going to go that time. And Phoenix the other way now. To the middle. Here's Paul. And good. Off the lead pass that time.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Now here's Lowry. Pass to Butler. Back to Lowry. Stolen by Ayton. And the Suns pushing it up now. Lets it go from 11. Crowder and the tip in on the offensive boards.
That's a sneaky veteran move. Crowder finding ways to make his presence felt.
Now Butler. Back to Lowry. Three-pointer. On target from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter. And Kyle Lowry had a ton of suitors in free agency. And many teams felt he could be the player to put them over the top. But ultimately, he chose the Heat because they had recently gone to the finals. And I'll tell you what, it seems like a great fit overall.
The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. The three is up. The Suns clear it. Deflects the pass. Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Robinson with it. Back to Lowry. Now Robinson. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. The Suns leading. Outside Paul. And Lowry with the defensive effort.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Adebayo, that's good.
Bam is a pro at absorbing contact, especially when he's locked in on scoring.
Outside Booker. Crowder outside. Nails it from 3. Crowder's got 5.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
To the paint. Here's Haslam. Uses the glass on the layup.
You gotta love a veteran point guard. Lowry keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Paul against Lowry. Now Paul. Knocked loose. Butler with a steal. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Pass to Robinson. Now Adebayo. Shoots. Robinson can't hit.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Paul passes to Booker. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Inside. Here's Butler. Pass to Robinson. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
Great floor awareness there by Jimmy Butler. Sensing one of his guys is open and gets it to him.
Booker finds Bridges. Back to Booker. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Lowry, the pass to Butler. Sinks it from distance.
Something that Butler continues to work on. When he's dialed in from deep, he helps big time.
And here's Paul. He got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And at the end of one, a closely... And he's always been a coach on the floor. Chris Paul.
With anything, whether it's...
And CP3, never shy, Grant.
Never shy indeed. Always holding himself and his teammates accountable.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Reason why excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Heading to backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. Then there's Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Haslam in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. The Suns trailing. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Heat culture is all about work, and this roster is littered with overachievers. Jimmy Butler said, quote, "The Miami Heat look for those diamonds in the rough. Players that are hungry, players that have some dog in them and play for one another. These guys do what it takes to be in the league for a while." Brian?
Boy, they compete, right, Allie? Thanks for that. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the Heat turned all the way up in this first half.
One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
You won't see them miss that one too many times.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now here's Paul. Soft touch off the glass. And the Suns lead by 1.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside. Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
Lowry finds Butler. Back to Lowry. Butler on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Lowry. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard. And he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
And here are the Heat now, coming off a Suns make. Robinson passes to Lowry. Here's Adebayo. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Booker, pass to Ayton. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A line change here for Miami. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Oladipo against Paul. Clock at 6. Here's Ayton for 3. Bridges gets the 3 ball to go. And now a 6-point Suns lead.
I just love the ball movement.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Hero for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. The Suns have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Paul with it. Working on Dedmon. Paul, shot is off.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
1:14 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Hero. And it's Miami with a rebound. Left side Tucker. Back to Morris. Oladipo outside. Hero for 3. Basket is good with the setup from Oladipo. And it's now only a 1-point Phoenix lead. Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Stolen by Hero. That's tipped. Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tucker, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Booker. Over Oladipo. Oh, rejected by Oladipo. And Ayton with the stuff. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. There's the triple. The shot, no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one. And that.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Jay Crowder with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And so in the game for the Suns, Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Johnson. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's good. 2 points. Well, Grant, does it seem like teams are carrying fewer specialists than they used to?
You know, B.A., I actually think there's more specialists. I mean, think about it. You have certain players who can do everything, who are versatile, who can carry a team. But then you surround them and complement them with guys who can knock down open jump shots. So I actually think you have more specialists, a lot of them being shooters who can space the floor for their ball club.
Hero outside, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Now at the line, Wayne.
And he shows the focus there, nails the tee. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Wing shot on the way, and it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Right wing. Payne, pass to Johnson. Here's McGee. He's guarded by Hero. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's McGee. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 4 on the clock. Here's Payne. No good there. And Miami will go the other way with it. Pass to Tucker. 4-3. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Morris for 3.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
And so the ball out of bounds. Hero touched it last. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
McGee with it.
Foul. Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Payne on the bounce. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here we go, the Heat fast break. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make that effort.
And the Heat with some changes. To the inside, Kaminsky. And Kaminsky slams it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
A nice shot by Butler.
Jimmy knows he's the leader of his team, and shots like this demonstrate his confident mindset.
Payne, pass to Johnson. And here is Kaminsky. Back to Johnson, to the paint. 6 to shoot. A nice shot by McGee. And the Suns lead by 7.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Lowry finds Butler. For 3, Robinson. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
We just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Now here's Payne. Pass to McGee. Here's Shamet. There's a minute 34 left in the third. Payne against Lowry. Lets it fly. Kaminsky can't hit. The Heat have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution.
A minute 20 left to play in the third quarter here. Butler can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Booker. Good work defensively by Robinson. Miami trailing to the middle. Crowder with a steal. Ayton passes to Paul. Now Crowder. Butler covering. Outside Booker. Pulls up on the wing. He can't get that one to fall. Miami's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Oh, there's the alley. And here's Butler outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Butler's got 6 here in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Booker. Out to Bridges. Back to Booker. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Now here's Lowry. Adebayo with it. Now guarded by Crowder. And here's Robinson. Outside Butler. Just 5 to shoot. For the lead. The shot that time not on target. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Suns on top. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the wing, Robinson and Butler. Then it's Kyle Lowry. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Haslam in at the 4-man position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now here's Booker. Now Paul. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Left side Booker. No one near him. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
If there's one guy in the league who's never going to give up on the mid-range shot, it's Booker. If the D gives it to him, he'll take it.
Lowry, the pass to Robinson. Back to Lowry. Booker against Robinson. Lowry outside. Outside Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Butler. Inside. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist from Butler. And the Heat lead by 2.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Now here's Booker. This one for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
And here's Lowry. Pass to Adebayo. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Booker finds Crowder. Booker against Robinson. Down low. And stolen by Adebayo.
I just don't love the passing angle there. Might have been better to reset.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
You also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim as they've challenged every shot and blocked quite a few tonight.
Pass to Paul. Here's Ayton. Crowder right side. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
And here's Butler. Outside Robinson from the arc. Adebayo from long range. Sends it home from three-point land. Adebayo's got 5 points now this quarter. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Outside Butler. Back to Lowry. All sorts of time. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 6 assists now in the game. The Suns have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Up top, Paul. He's guarded by Lowry. Throws up on the wing. Offensive rebound. No luck on that one. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Haslam. Back to Robinson. The three. Crowder grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Oh, a high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
Now here's Lowry. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Adebayo. Oh, it falls!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Paul passes to Booker. Count it!
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. To the middle. Stolen by Bridges. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
In the game, PJ.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
Kyle Lowry. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor. Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They're losing by 3. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Devin Booker.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3 ball today. But
thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A nighttime activity on open. Now it's ended up.
Good evening.
What a resume. A tremendous competitor, David. Thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Heat, Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And Robinson on the wing, he's joined by Butler. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
Oh, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Capella against Lowry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Now at the line.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Young passes to Bogdanovich. Young against Lowry. Bogdanovich goes in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
When Bogdanovich drives, it's for a reason. He's made a good decision to knife inside.
Here's Lowry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal
That's
foul.
on Clint Capella. The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And you know, Lowry, the consummate floor general, his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit.
Now, here is Young. The pass to Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Young. 6 to shoot. Over Lowry. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, if you let Trae Young get a look from there, he's knocking that down, feels like 90% of the time.
Here's Lowry. Missed inside. Growing up in a military family, John Collins moved around a lot as a kid, Brent, getting to experience different parts of the world.
Yeah, interesting upbringing. Born in Utah, moved to Guam, lived in Turkey, was in the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's a lot of life experience for any kid growing up, let alone a guy who's trying to find his way in competitive basketball. And John Collins, maybe playing soccer on all those military bases has helped out that footwork a little bit, Kevin.
Now, here's Bogdanovich following the miss by Kyle Lowry. It's stolen by Adebayo.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Robinson kicks to Butler. Pass to Lowry. He dishes it to Robinson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
Bogdanovich with it. Robinson on him. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Now here is Lowry. Lets it fly from 18. Adebayo kicks to Lowry. It's hauled in by Trae Young. The Hawks leading by 3. On its way from Hunter for 2. Kept alive, and so they foul intentionally.
Duncan Robinson. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
1:52 left in the first. Here's Young.
Bam's getting so much better about understanding the length and where it is that he can be best to cover ground.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Now, here's Lowry. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Collins with some nice D.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And in just his 2nd season, Trae Young made his first All-Star game in 2020. An amazing accomplishment. He finished 2nd in assists, 4th in points per game, and is starting to cement himself as an elite offensive talent.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Lets the 3 fly, passes it to Collins. And the layup's good off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
The Hawks leading by 9. And now we've got the intentional foul.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Hunter became a household name with winning a national championship when he was in college. He wasted no time showing that he was going to be ready for NBA competition.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. The dish to Capella. Hunter on the wing. On its way from Young for two, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Lowry feeling it out a bit. A three ball. That one no good. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And Kyle Lowry, always one of the league's leaders in charges.
It's a real nice momentum.
And for Lowry, all of 6 feet tall, to absorb those collisions, sacrificing his body, it shows what he's all about.
And like he said, whatever it takes to win, that pit bull mentality, and he's got the strength to weather the physicality.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Hunter in at the three, the small forward.
And one of the bigger names in free agency, John Collins, ends up re-signing with Atlanta. Didn't see too much of a bigger market for him during the process. And he fits in so well with the future of this team.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now, here's Hunter. He has 5. Young's shot is off.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Butler driving to the basket. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Butler's got his first bucket of the night. Young outside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Got a piece of it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Oladipo with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. And Young comes over to help. 4 on the clock. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Hero from long range. Again, the miss by the Heat. Atlanta leading by 7. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. The Hawks again can't hit. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Hero, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Bogdanovich finds Hunter. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Let me remind the audience, Brent Barry, a winner of 2 titles with the Spurs. Brent, what's the secret sauce to winning a title?
Yeah, honestly, you got to have a superstar. And I was lucky enough to play with the great Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, along with Greg Popovich. You got to have a couple of those guys on your team in order to win a title.
Oladipo misses.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Bogdanovich, no luck. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Hero. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
So fun when you make the right read on the break. And Hero did so there.
Bogdanovich wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Bogdanovich has got 7 points in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morris against Hunter. Bogdanovich passes to Young. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back, let him try to find his range.
Here's Hero. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 8 rebounds in this game. Hunter finds Collins. Hunter on the wing. Back to Collins. All alone. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Carries it from three-point range. Hero's got his second basket of the night.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero, so confident in his ability to connect from deep.
Here's Young, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. From deep, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. Atlanta was looking great right away. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11. And that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And Lou Williams, always a threat off the bench, has had the right mindset for playing 6-man really his whole career.
And as that career sort of is in the twilight, I don't think that mentality for Lou changes, where he wants to come in and impact the game, especially on the offensive end. And maybe he wins you 2 or 3 games during the regular season. That takes you from a team that might not have home court to one that does. And maybe one of those magical nights happens in the postseason for Lou Williams.
Kongwu's checked in for Atlanta. The shot by Williams, no good. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Butler, and he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
That's a little something special from Jimmy Butler. There's serious elevation.
Herter passes to Gallinari. Stolen by Tucker. Butler on the wing. Lowry inside the line. Gallinari with the rebound.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Count that bucket.
With focus from the big Italian forward out there. Gallinari is used to having to overcome a lot of physical defense.
Here's Lowry. Takes it inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Now
and Kyle Lowry drops them both. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Williams against Lowry. Williams passes to Herter. Over in the corner, Reddish. Back to Herter. 6 on the shot clock. And that one goes long. The Heat trail by 7. Butler goes in. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Okongwu, and he banks in the layup.
Well, Herter is a shooter, but right now dropping some nice dimes.
Now Lowry, 10 points for him. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Robinson. And the shot goes down.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
And here is Williams. Pass to Reddish. In the corner. Herter with it. He feeds it to Okongwu. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can. Butler, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Reddish with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. Here's Herter. Like at 6. It's good. Herter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Lowry kicks to Butler. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Well, Jimmy Butler is a wing that you're going to have to stay connected to out there. That was a sweet stroke.
And an intentional foul right there.
Lowry, that's his 4th personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes to the third quarter of play now. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The pass to Hero. And the Heat, another three.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Williams. He kicks to Okongwu. From deep three-point range. And Gallinari good for 3. Gallinari's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Ferocious in his athleticism right there. Oladipo way up high.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, Hero. He's got 8. The baseline J off the mark. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Williams against Oladipo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. There's Hero with the 3. The 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the 1. Now, here is Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Williams. Here's Herter. And Okongwu slams it in.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Morris kicks to Oladipo. There's Hero with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Now here's Williams from outside the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Oladipo, the pass to Hero. Back to Oladipo. And there's the feed to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Atlanta leading by 6. Kicks it to Reddish. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Reddish has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the inside. Pass to Hero. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Some solid defense from Gallinari, and that's an intentional foul. So both teams making some changes here.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Hawks.
Young against Lowry. Now, here is Young. Defense right on him. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And it's Miami with the rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh!
Wow. You're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now, here is Young, looking to get back on track here. And Adebayo sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Young.
Good defensive play. Adebayo on the inside, helping out his teammates.
The Hawks again can't hit.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
Lowry against Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. It's tipped. It's stolen by Lowry. Stolen by Collins. Young dishes to Capella. Launches it. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Capella.
Defense is going to have to work overtime to get out to Trae Young in that kind of distance.
Here's Butler. Outside for Lowry. And Capella sends it back. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his 5th foul.
His 5th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
Adebayo kicks to Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Lowry. No good that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Lowry. On deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You know, there was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry. But the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep.
Now, here is Young trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
The last thing Jimmy Butler's afraid of is a little contact.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Young against Lowry. Young looking it over. Over Lowry. Atlanta again missing. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Heat. It's a 5-point game. Up again. Adebayo on the follow.
And this is a huge step showing trust in Bam's play in the biggest moments.
Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Young against Lowry. Young outside. Got it.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Bogdanovich plays with a ton of confidence, and there's good reason for it. Over the last 4 seasons, he's performed so consistently well. Really raised the eyebrows about how talented this big guy can be.
He's been in so many big games and clutch situations. Lowry thrives in pressure moments like this.
Young outside. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of our setting here tonight. As you can see, the lights. Well, this.
Thanks, Brian.
Well, they're poised to compete in the East for a long time, Allie. Good reporting there. Here are the 5 for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, at the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5. And tonight, the rare marquee matchup in center, Grant. This ought to be a treat.
Oh, yes. 2 heavyweights slugging it out. Different styles, but the same goal, to dominate the painted area.
Here's Young. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last. Outside Young. And there it is for him.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Outside Booker. No good with the triple. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Booker against Bogdanovich. Fires it from 18. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
This is how unselfish Young is. When he sees an open teammate, he gets them the rock.
Left side Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Back to Young. And he makes it on the layup. Young's got his second basket of the night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Bridges. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
What a motor by DeAndre Ayton. Great job on the second chance putback.
Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Hunter. Now here's Collins. Bogdanovich with it. And it's Paul picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Young. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
You know, it's quite remarkable how quickly Trae Young became a force to be reckoned with in the league. And so far, there doesn't seem to be a limit on his potential as a top-tier scorer. You've got to applaud Trae Young's hustle out there on the floor. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, but he maintains a high energy level all game long.
Now here's Paul. Back to Bridges. The kick out to Paul. Off target from three-point range. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Hunter against Paul. Hunter, good. One place you really see Trae Young's work ethic shine through is on the offensive end of the floor with his assist numbers.
Yeah, Young does everything he can to create for his guys. He's a selfless player who wants everyone to get involved. And he's got a real talent for problem-solving defenses and finding ways to get his guys good looks.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Young way outside. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Pass to Paul. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
There is an absolute certainty that when Chris Paul stops playing basketball, he will be in Springfield in the Hall of Fame. Wherever he's been able to play, he has been able to thrive.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Paul against Young. From deep three-point range. Throws it up high, and it's Capella with the jam.
And when the time is right, Capella can get up there. Great job rising up for the bucket.
And with Paul, after some injuries early, he changed how he went about his offense.
Well, you think about him coming out of college, he was very solid athletically. Still good in that department, obviously. But the vast majority of his success comes from one of the best IQs and knowledge of the game that we've ever seen.
Now here's Young. 6 points for him. Here's Bogdanovich. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Booker. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Booker's got his second basket.
Yeah, releasing the ball at its highest point, that allows Booker to drain jumpers over people.
In transition, here they come. And Ayton with the stuff.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young, the pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. Let's go with a 3. He drops it from range. Young's got 9.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Over Hunter. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. And it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Hunter finds Bogdanovich. The shot with the putback. It's good on the putback. 6 points for him.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Capella with a block. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. The Hawks leading. Outside Young. Pass to Collins. And Young draws the double. From deep. They grab their own miss. Outside Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5. Looking shaky out there. Crowder with it. Outside Booker. Bridges outside. Outside Paul. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. And Young pulls it down. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. fires it from 18. Bogdanovich against Booker. Bogdanovich, no good.
And despite his struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
You know, by the time Bogdan Bogdanovich arrived in the NBA, he was already a well-seasoned pro, Grant.
Yeah, he had an impressive run in a number of European leagues, amassing a ton of awards and championships. So he definitely knew what he was getting into when he came stateside to play with the rest of the best.
That's good from Ayton. And Grant, back when you played, were there certain types of teams that gave you more trouble? Whether it was size or athleticism or maybe shooting?
Well, back in my day, I mean, the big, strong teams had a huge advantage. They could really beat you up and plant big guys inside, which really made it difficult getting to the rim.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Bridges outside. Counted from distance. And the Suns lead by 1.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Gallinari against Crowder, and Gallinari throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Paul passes to Booker. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Crowder. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enjoying a renaissance. Big man DeAndre Ayton said, quote, from starters to the bench players, this team is well balanced. And we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident.
That they are, Allie. Thanks. And now the Hawks on the break. Back to Okongwu. Outside for Gallinari.
Phoenix foul. Frank Kaminsky the third. And that's his first personal foul. Team third.
No good on that one.
Danilo Gallinari may be one of the most underrated players in the NBA. Because of his size, he can score on the interior, post a mismatch. We know he's a tremendous shooter. Love his game.
Now here's Johnson. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Kaminsky. They get it again. And McGee with the stuff.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
So it's Atlanta now, coming off a Suns make.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
To the paint. Oh, Gallinari with a steal. To the inside. McGee with a steal. Payne against Williams. And another basket for Phoenix. Here's Williams. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Kaminsky with a steal. And so a close game as we wrap up the first. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. We've got JaVale McGee Frank Kaminsky is out there with Johnson. Then there's Campaign, and it's Shamet in at the shooting guard position. And Kaminsky slams it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Payne. Pass to McGee. And he converts the layup. McGee's got his second basket of the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Boy, you take one look at JaVale McGee and feel like this guy was built for the game of basketball. Remember, both his parents played at a high level. His mom, in fact, won a couple titles at the collegiate level and a gold medal with the U.S. women's team.
That one is off. Here's Shamet. Three-pointer, no good. The Hawks trailing. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Herter can't hit. Kaminsky, the pass to Payne. Takes it inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Payne's got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Williams. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. JaVale McGee standing 7 feet even, but a 7'6" wingspan, Doris.
Boy, you want to talk about, quote, a catch radius. This guy uses his length to great effect. Finishes above the rim and controls that airspace.
Here's McGee. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. McGee's got 6.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Herter. Back to Gallinari. Hits a three-pointer. 6 points for him.
What a pure shooting motion for Danilo Gallinari. And at 6'10", that's special.
Kaminsky outside. Back to Payne. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, ever since the Orlando bubble, Payne has been a much improved player, Doris.
Well, there's no doubt Cameron Payne used the momentum gained in Orlando. That confidence has carried over, and now he's finding himself a rotation player who's making contributions.
And the Suns making a change here. Aiden, he's checked in for McGee. Crowder comes in for Kaminsky. Bridges, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for Shamet. Aiden, that one drops for him.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. 1:44 left in the third. Young, the pass to Collins. Launches it. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Collins has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Aiden. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Back to Payne. Atlanta with a rebound. Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots over Booker. Bogdanovich, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Young with it, and it's Payne picking him up. Here's Collins, and Collins with the slam.
Oh, an explosive leaper who plays with good energy. Collins can make some real athletic finishes.
Now here's Payne. He's got 6. Booker for 3. Can't hit that one.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Bogdanovich on the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Now just a 2-point Phoenix lead.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Payne finds Booker inside.
Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer. And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The Suns leading, and the Suns pushing it up now. Elbow shot on the way. Here's Ayton. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Boy, you think about DeAndre Ayton. It's his size that comes to mind, and he understands how to utilize that to score.
Paul against Young. To the inside. And it's Bogdanovich that time on the assist by Young. Young's got assist number 5 here tonight. And for the Suns, their shooting has been great this game. 58%. Outside Booker. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray.
In this situation, Devin Booker on the catch will never hesitate.
Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Collins. The shot from 20 feet out. And too long on the shot. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. The kick out to Paul. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
Well, tremendous call by Chris Paul. Refuses to back off, doesn't waste the look, and gets a foul for his work.
It's both from the stripe.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
The Hawks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Collins. Young against Paul.
And he lobs it up top. Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Clock at 6. Outside Booker. Fires the 3. They get it back. Here's Ayton. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Capella finds Bogdanovich. Young against Booker. Young, the pass to Hunter. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And Young draws the double from deep.
Well, Chris Paul can compensate for size mismatches with his craftiness and his smarts, getting work done as a defender right there.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Jacks up a 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 5 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. 5
on the clock. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. And they go to the intentional foul.
And that's his first personal foul. Team third.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Paul against Young. Paul passes to Crowder. And Collins with the big block. Out to Bridges. And the Suns get another three.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Now here's Bogdanovich. No problems knocking that one down. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Bridges misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Hunter passes to Capella. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When they time that play right, Capella is a good man to have on the end of it. He's a strong finisher when he rolls off the screen.
Pass to Aiden. Paul with it. It's Bridges on the wing. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Off the mark there with a three. Outside Young. Collins outside. And here's Hunter from the arc. And the miss. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this
On the wing, he's joined by Butler. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the point. And for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Butler kicks to Adebayo. Back to Butler from deep. Offensive rebound, Heat. Now the pass to Tucker. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Tucker's got the opening basket of the game for Miami.
A fantastic passer for a big. Bam, terrific at finding his open teammates.
Booker the pass to Bridges. You know, Steve, above the rim play always is captivating to watch. We should see some of that tonight.
Yes, Kevin. A lot of watch ahead because these guys can fly. I'm glad I'm watching and not trying to slow these guys down.
And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Paul looking around, and here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by Tucker.
3 straight misses to begin this contest, and already starting to look frustrated.
Bridges with the steal. Deflects the pass. Crowder kicks to Booker. Releases. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Robinson for 3. Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And Bam Adebayo, picked 14th in the 2017 draft, has made huge improvements throughout his career. The guy is a hard worker. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And Coach Spoelstra says that Adebayo continues to put in the work to improve.
And Kevin, you see it in his game every year. Never takes a summer off. Comes back each fall with a new wrinkle to his repertoire. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
On the wing, Booker. The kick out to Crowder. Looking to end the run. And Booker with a nice bucket inside.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Lowry finds Robinson. Lowry against Paul. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder dishes to Paul. Booker with no one around gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 5.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Ball against Lowry. Butler passes to Tucker. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miami no good on that time either. And so it's Crowder with it. We'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Ball up top. Now recovering. Ball passes to Ayton. Bridges outside. That's to Booker. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
The Suns have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Bridges passes to Paul. From deep. Bridges misses.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Outside for Lowry. From past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
This is what you get with Lowry, a confident shooter in these situations.
Ball against Lowry. On the wing, Bridges. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here is Lowry. Outside Butler. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
A solid all-around player. Jimmy Butler understands the importance of sharing the ball with open guys.
Here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kicks to Ayton. Over Butler. They get it again. Here's Crowder. Pass to Ayton. It's stolen by Adebayo. Back to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
We've seen that from Lowry for a long time. A fantastic passer of the basketball.
And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Who's out there for Phoenix. And Duncan Robinson, Steve, one of the more pure shooters in the NBA. He can definitely hurt you from deep.
Yes, he can, Kevin. Robinson has a very easy shot. Great percentages from 3. Well above the 40% mark on his career.
Now here's Booker. He can't hit that time.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Crowder with the steal. For 3, Bridges. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Robinson kicks to Adebayo. Tucker the pass to Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Robinson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. Paul kicks to Booker. The 3. That one's not going to go. Now the Heat take it the other way.
He's had a tough time getting it going. and he's put this team behind the 8 ball. Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Paul against Lowry. Paul dishes to Crowder. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
And stolen by Ayton. He's got a clear path. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Ayton, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got his first basket of the night.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Butler from outside. And again, Miami with the triple. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And Oladipo kicks to Hero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Passes to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Bridges. Latrey. Miami grabs the miss. And there's the call on DeAndre. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Miami leading by 13. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Dedmon passes to Hero. There's the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The pass to Crowder. And here's Booker from the arc. Morris with the rebound.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Phoenix has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Paul outside for three. Booker, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Hero.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
And Tyler Hero's defense, maybe not his strength, but it's an area he's looking to improve.
You know what I like about him, though? He wants to improve, and that's half the battle. Bulking up would help him as he gets bullied a little bit on those drives. You like that he wants to be more. It's just a score, GA.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw missing.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now, here's Oladipo, guarded closely. Pass to Hero. Shoots over Shaman. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 14.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, One side trying to protect their lead. And here are the Heat now. It's a 14-point game. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Miami, Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Cruz in at the three, the small forward. It's good on the putback. Dedmon's got the first bucket of the third here for Miami.
Staying aggressive on the offensive boards. Dedmon's a tough guy to box out there.
Payne, the 18-footer is right on the mark. And it's the Heat with the ball. They lead by 14. And the foul called on Cameron Payne.
Side out.
That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Hero. He's got 5. Feeds it to Morris. The jump hook. And it's off the back rim. No good. And for the Suns, they're shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Payne kicks to Kaminsky. Back to Payne. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Payne's got his second basket of the night.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Payne. Johnson, that's for 2. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul.
His first personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Oladipo. Payne covering. Morris kicks to Oladipo. He feeds it to Dedmon. McGee with the block.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Well, opponents worry about Oladipo's quickness attacking the basket, which really helps him create good looks from the perimeter.
Passes it to Shamet. Now McGee, the baseline J. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oladipo, the pass to Hero. And the Heat, another 3.
This is really what separates Tyler Hero as a player. The confidence and touch from deep.
Bounce pass from Shamet. And McGee kicks to Shamet. Johnson outside. Shamet, the pass to McGee. Shoots over Hero. McGee's shot is off. The Heat leading by 17. Greg, you were just talking about Oladipo. He holds a very high standard for himself.
He's trying to reach another level every year. Wants to keep growing, making everything more consistent. And it's possible we still haven't seen the best of him yet.
Sinks the three-pointer.
The coaching staff encourages Shamet to take these shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Hero passes to Strus. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Butler goes in. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Over Bridges. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Butler. Adebayo's got his second bucket.
You know, this has become a knockdown shot for Bam Adebayo, the mid-range jumper.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Inside, here's Butler. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Tucker, and the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Tucker can't get it to go.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Paul. Takes the 3. 6 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 5.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Back to Robinson. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. He kicks it to Robinson. Right wing. Now Tucker. Three-pointer, Lowry. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Booker, right side, stolen by Robinson. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Doesn't get any higher percentage than this. Adebayo is ferocious when he gets it in close.
Tipped away and stolen by Butler. And it's Butler with the jam. And the Heat lead by 18.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And stolen by Butler. And so it's the Miami Heat holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Butler against Bridges. Here's Tucker. Off the left rim and out.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Ayton with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Paul against Lowry. Here's Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ayton's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Suns. Lowry passes to Butler. Back to Lowry. Kicks it to Tucker. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Shot clock at 5. Lowry finds Butler. Outside Robinson. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 16. Down low. Lowry against Paul. Bridges outside. And here's Booker from the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Lowry against Paul. Passes it to Adebayo. Looks for Lowry. Gets it to him. From 18 feet away. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the pass to Paul. Misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Ayton against Lowry. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And he converts the layup. And the Heat lead by 15.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Lowry passes to Robinson. No good on the triple. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
Lowry passes to Tucker.
2 minutes.
Robinson against Booker. Driving the lane and stolen by Ayton. Crowder with it. Robinson picks him up. Good chance here for Booker. Money from the wing. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Pass to Butler. To the paint, Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Paul for three. It doesn't go for him. And the Heat going the other way now. They led by as many as 18 points. Suns trail by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Heat.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Bam Adebayo.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Booker draws the double. Here's Ayton. Rebound by the Heat. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Paul with the steal and stolen by Butler, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Paul with the ball from deep three-point range, and the Suns miss again.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Alton.